Dang, I miss Vaughn. I really do. I miss Vaughn. And he was definitely in my top five rappers. Young Boy, Vaughn, Kendrick, Tupac. I'm trying to think. It ain't Biggie. Mm-mm. Ain't no Jay Z. Ain't no Drake. Mm-mm. Ain't no Wayne. Not for me. It ain't Dirt. But anyway, Vaughn was up there in my top five, and I really do believe that um had he still been alive, he would have surpassed Dirk. I believe that. Now, I also believe Dirk sacrificed Vaughn. Yes, I do. Just like he did his cousin Newski, his brother D Thing, and Vaughn. Now, apparently, and that's another video, another one of his affiliates just is fighting for their life now by unknown assailant. Is this the sacrifice that's gonna get him out of jail? I don't know. We about to see. But everybody who been around Dirk, I came up missing, unalive. That's the word. Have come up unalive. Yep. So we about to get into this because I found this from my girl, Fame versus Sacrifice, So Madame, and this what she did on Vaughn. And this video is 4 years ago. So we're gonna start off with this one. Somebody look at your neighbor and say she finna bring it tonight. I say somebody look at your neighbor and say she finna bring it. King Von was born in Chicago, Illinois on August the 9th in 1994. King Von was raised in the O Block neighborhood, the most dangerous block in Chicago. Some folks may wonder. And they say, how did they come up with the name O Block? Well, the story is, it was a gang member by the name of Odie Perry. Odie Perry. And Odie Perry was part of the Disciples gang. And Odie Perry was shot to death in Chicago, Illinois. And his killers were never found. So after Odie Perry, he passed away, they named the block O Block. Y'all know how we motherfucking do it. They took the O out of Odie Perry's block, O Block. When King Von was 16 years old, he went to jail for the first time. And then after that, the first time of him going to jail, he began to get in more legal troubles. In 2014, Von was accused of a shooting that killed one person and wounded another. King Von was able to prove his innocence, and he ended up beating the case. King Von eventually started taking rapping more serious. He said, shit, I'm getting in all this trouble. Every story that we hear about these rappers, they end up wanting to turn their life around and get into rapping. Okay? So King Von, he eventually started taking rapping seriously. I'm tired of doing all this fucked it up ass shit because I'm tired of hustling, doing this. I'm ready to motherfucker just do some rapping and make my money that way. See, motherfucker, I'm going to still hustle and do that, but I want to just get into rapping and see what I can do. Okay? So King Von hooked up with his close childhood friend, the famous rapper by the name of Little Dirk. Y'all know who Little Dirk is. Yeah. King Von and Little Dirk, they begin to collaborate on different singles and stuff, different songs. And Little Dirk ended up signing King Von to his entertainment label called OTF. And that stands for Only the Family. After Little Dirk signed King Von to his Only the Family label, King Von released his single called Crazy Motherfucker Story. That single crazy story, it went motherfucker crazy. He went crazy. I said, he went crazy. So fucker insanely. That single crazy story became King Von's breakout single. So after that, King Von said, shit, I can do this motherfucker shit too. And he put out more music. And his name became more and more popular. Y'all ready to go deeper down this rabbit hole tonight? I said, are you ready to go deeper down this rabbit hole to motherfucker tonight? Because it's always something that we can find. The news reported that King Von was involved in an altercation in a downtown Atlanta nightclub. Excuse me. He was involved in an altercation in a downtown Atlanta nightclub. And I want to say this. The footage that's going around on the internet is supposedly Quando Rondo. Him and Quando Rondo fighting and shit. And King Von was getting the best of Quando Rondo. If we sync that video and if that's Quando Rondo in that video, we already synced it. The dispute quickly resulted in a shootout. King Von ended up losing his life along with another person. So I think some other people was injured as well, though. So folks asked me this. And they said, so, madam. They said, what do you think about this situation? They said, what do you really feel about what's going on? And I'm going to keep it all the way real. And I'm not going to say it if I don't feel it and if I don't see it. This was a motherfucker setup.
Facts.
I said this was a motherfucker setup. Shit. Them niggas said, you want to be the king, Von. So we gonna be Scar. Y'all see the motherfucker Lion King. Them niggas said, you wanna be the king, Von. So we gonna be Scar. And we gonna take the king up out of this motherfucker. And that's exactly what the fuck they did.
So did.
Now, before I go deeper on this situation, I want to point something out. I want to point this out. Ancestors showed me this right here. So motherfucking clear. So clear. So clear. And I want to show it to y'all. Now, we hear about gangs all the time. We hear about gangs. But how did these gangs really start?
Yeah.
And what has it become today? I'm asking you a question. How did these gangs really start?
Okay, we're going to end that. We're going to leave that right there. But that just got... King Von OTF. What you say? You know I'm on. I don't even know what that means. We just remembering King Von. He my top 5. Y'all got to come and help me. And my son just walked out the door. Damn. What happened to... Oh, this way. Oh, that's the wrong shit. Well, how are you? Let me see. Oh, okay. That's one of my favorites, Demon. That's one of my favorite, and I love the making of the video. Yep, and I miss him. He would have been bigger than Dirk. But let's get into some memory. I'm doing Von before I do Mona Duke because I liked him too. And move on.
The night he passed away, and which one of his close friends played a part in his demise. I left a link in the description and comments to the full videos so y'all can check it out. Y'all switches out Von's truck that day, and that driver so happened ain't his driver that day to a regular black truck, not no bulletproof truck. So if he wouldn't get out that car like they wanted him to do, he would have got shot in the car when they pulled off.
So Von, before he died, he was supposed to get Kayla a car, right?
Never was supposed to get her a car. No. She made that up.
So why did 21 Savage ended up getting her a car?
Let me tell you.
Where is that?
That was a cover up. That ain't never happened. He hopped off the bed and started fighting the nurse and said where his gun at, and he went into died because he went into shock. So he was making do surgery.
I'm in jail and Louis just died.
Louis died and Louis knew everything. You think me and Louis wasn't talking?
Right.
Well, they say what's done in the dark would eventually come to light.
Right.
And it looks like...
Damn, and when I think about it, that all of them gone, the only ones that Boss Top left, Gleesh left, E-Dog left. Damn, they all dead, ain't they? And the other ones locked up. Well, out the 5, Moowop is my favorite. Damn, they all gone. Even though Jay Hood from Old Block, but he's strictly on a spiritual level now. Damn, they all gone. Damn. Wow, that's sad. We gotta start loving each other. I mean, for real, this shit is ridiculous. All these young.
All the kids' clothes with sensors on them. He's all type. He's been stealing from Davon since August 30th. It's records. We got proof, everything. He transferred from a alien bank account all Davon money. And August 30th, after we left after that for his birthday.
And I just want to say, he knows. He knows, and this is why he wanted me to make this video, because he was betrayed. It's by somebody that everybody will be like, well, why would he do that? Baby, y'all better get into the blood sacrifice game. It's not a sacrifice if it's not somebody close. It's not a sacrifice if it's not nobody you care about. He was it was a hit.
It was
a hit. And so my theory is the person that sacrificed him, I'm not gonna say no names because I know law and I know all that. And if I say names, I would have to take my video down. And I'm not taking this video down because he wanted me to get this out there, and this is what I'm gonna do.
Let me go past this. He was sacrificed. That's a fact.
One's own family members are now coming out and exposing everything we've been trying to tell y'all, plus more, for the longest. That was getting interesting because recently, King Von's family have been going back and forth with each other on social media, where you have his cousin Balo calling out his sister Kayla B, along with his baby.
I had to replay this because the other one wasn't clear.
Because receipts are being thrown out there where they're showing old text messages, playing audios, showing never before seen videos that was taken the night King Von passed away. Basically, there was some foul play that went on. Now, it hasn't been confirmed yet 100% who did what, but we do know that something isn't making sense, and I always tell y'all, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Who is this hooker anonymous?
100K track lying and being caught in his lies publicly. It's been pointed out over time that Von's sister, Kayla B, had lied publicly on numerous occasions about how she found out Von passed away. Now, we already know that she was stealing from Von after he passed away, but one thing we never got a clear answer to was the fact that she stole King Von's hard drives that was kept in his house and gave them to Lil Durk. And the $1 million question...
And that was fucked up. So was she part of the sacrifice? Was she part of the setup? Then Lil Durk made more money off of Von, because sometimes you worth more dead than alive when it comes to this industry. And don't get me wrong, Von would have been bigger than Durk. Yes, he would have. Yes. Yeah, they right.
Right. Clearly, if he had it in the privacy of his home, it was for a reason. So for you to take this man's hard drives and instead of giving it to his mother to look after his music, you give it to Lil Durk, which now gives him the control over the music. But once again, the $1 million question is why? Now, in the beginning of this video, I played old clips of G, aka Gala Hagen, because everything that's coming out now is everything she been saying in the past. When everybody thought she was crazy, when everybody thought that she was just chasing clout, she was telling us information about Von on a deeper spiritual level. And although a lot of people swore she was lying or just trying to get some attention off of King Von, as time progressed, everything she said would happen has happened, and everything she said she was told by Von is being revealed by the family. So shout out to G. And aside from G, there's another woman who went by the name Janiyah Johnson, who wasn't a spiritual medium or anything, but she herself was also calling out the BS that was going on that night that King Von passed away.
Kayla B. Don't got me mad. No, you know what about that name. You got your face coming. You ain't slick.
Kayla B, the one recorded Bezu there, is about to show right here. I look tired. That's Bezu. On his phone. What you doing on your phone? That's the security. It's slutty. Put that slutty right there. See?
Oh, I forgot Bezu left. And please, I don't want to think like Bezu has something to do with it. I like Bezu. That's really gonna mess me up if Bezu has something to do with Vaughn. No, I'm not gonna believe that. Damn, Bezu a cool dude. Slutty died, and Louis got messed up, and then he ended up killing himself, and so did Zell.
He's still right there. His gun jammed, so he had to run. Tim would have died that night too if slutty gun didn't jam.
She mainly focused on Kayla B lying and talking about mysterious vehicles such as that black SUV that nobody talks about that happened to pull into the back of the hookah spot before everything happened and then just left without anyone getting out or going anywhere. Strange. She also pointed out that Slutty and Louis not just being shot by the police, but instead she says that they were targeted purposely, which we all should know by now. Not to mention there's footage of what took place in the parking lot that nobody talks about, but that night someone was back there getting beat up, shot, and a whole bunch of other things in the parking lot that was caught on surveillance, but once again, nobody speaks on it. But now that everyone's finally paying attention, maybe I should just reiterate the same thing that we've been saying. But since we're on the topic of Kayla B, in the video we did covering the night he passed, we told y'all that something was fishy between her and THF Bezu. For one, Bezu wasn't even supposed to be around Vaughn because of the case that they caught. And two, for some strange reasons, out of everybody that was with them, Kayla B and Bezu were the only two that had on an N95 face mask. Literally the only two people that had on the N95 face mask in the club.
I gotta ponder on that. I didn't know Bezu wasn't supposed to be around Vaughn. Was that part of his parole? That's really gonna mess me up because I never thought that Bezu would have anything to do with Vaughn demise. That's just not, because he just don't strike me as that type of nigga. He really don't. Dirk, absolutely. Dirk got so many deaths behind him. This is something I had never heard before. Not about Bezu. Kayla, I could see.
Was Kayla B and THF Bezu. That was weird, and it almost seems as if they were trying to hide something or trying to hide the fact that they was there. Who knows? But then when Bezu also told us the story of him being at the Waffle House, when he heard the shots and then seen the car that King Von was being transported to the hospital in, speed past, that was another red flag of something that just wasn't making sense, but it is what it is. But it gets even better. Because last year during the interview, DJ U, who was King Von's DJ at the time, says that Little Tim and Quando Rondo was at King Von's album release party before they got to the hookah lounge where he was unalived and everything happened at.
The album release party? Like, dude was at the party.
Now, whose party was this album release party?
It was King Von album release party.
Okay.
But dude was at the party.
Quando.
Yes, they was at the party. On my mama, they was at the party, bro.
And it's like that went over everybody's head, and it don't make any sense.
Now that show don't make no sense that they was at the party. I do believe that King Von manager, that dirty son of a bitch, he definitely was in on it. Because he kept saying, Von was off that night. He wasn't himself. Did y'all slip him something? And he did whoop Quando Rondo ass. He did. But that's all he was going to do was whoop your ass, and you couldn't take an ass whooping. Because you was part of the setup for Von. Y'all had that all planned.
You mean to tell me that Quando and Little Tim was at King Von's album release party and nobody seen him there? right? As a matter of fact, how did they even know to be there? And what were they even doing there in the first place?
Facts.
Because everyone likes to make it seem like, no, King Von crashed out. He's the reason he's not here. But it seems to me like he was being stalked. If you put two and two together, if they really was there, like DJ you said, they was at his album release party, knowing he don't like them, and then they coincidentally was at the hookah lounge, they were pretty much stalking him for whatever reason. But then it gets deeper. Because now, if they were at Von's album release party, if you remember, according to 100K Track, they just was going to any hookah lounge randomly to finish the night off and celebrate King Von's release.
Facts.
So how did Quando and them know not only which hookah lounge to be at, but to be there first and directly in the front, right? And who else remembers when 21 Savage lied and said that when Dirk got the news about King Von's passing, he was at the bowling alley and he got a phone call and then he just left, right? However, we all witnessed him in the car on live.
Oh, Instagram.
Back in
Facts.
So which one is it?
21 Savage, regardless of the situation, 21 Savage said Dirk found out and walked up at the bowling alley. But y'all say he found out on live. So basically, 21 Savage said if he was at the bowling alley, he already knew it. He walked out and went live. You're supposed to be sad, not happy. Instead, you happy. This is Dirk Truck. Y'all stay woke.
Listen, I could go on forever, y'all. But if y'all want to catch up to everything, just search the channel and you'll find everything here. Now that y'all kind of got the gist of everything for the new people, let's finally get into all the information that King Von's family have been exposing concerning the night he was unalive. Now, basically, the family is saying that Kayla has something to do with it, and they're dropping receipts saying that she stole money. Just that she had some weird behavior concerning the whole situation. They saying Kayla was giving some type of money. They got audio of her saying she don't care to see King Von kids because she got her own. It's a lot, man. What I'm gonna do is instead of trying to read it all, we just gonna post screenshots of everything, including the videos. And if you want to read anything, you can just pause it. At the end, I'll speak on what we saw in the screenshots and point out a few things.
I don't care. I don't. I've been said I don't care no more. I don't. I'm not gonna suck nobody and kiss somebody.
It's okay.
I have my own kids.
It's okay.
You be with that weird too. Right?
I don't even know what. It's okay. It's okay, Kayla. I see you.
You a singing coming alive.
I am, for sure.
You know you can sing.
Oh, yeah, you know.
I feel like you checking.
Kayla, I'm not gonna ask. Hey, Kayla. Hey, Kayla, I'm my daughter. Hey, Kayla.
He stopped calling the kids. He said all the kids' clothes with sensors on. He's and all type. He been stealing from Davon since August 30th. It's records. We got proof. He transferred from a alien's bank account all Davon money. It's August 30th after we left after that for his birthday. It was 200K. He stole 200K from Davon. He been stealing money. Then he did another transaction in October. And then, y'all been so close, everybody automatically thinking, okay, Katie, you in on it too. And then you want to take up for him and all that, and not take up for my kids. Then you start cut us off. So that's what's going on.
She know what's going on. She know what's going on. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I ain't mad about it. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Wow. Damn, this fucked up. See, this parts I didn't know.
But someone did. But here's the thing, right? If Dirk didn't set the play,
yeah, Moo-Wop and Louis. That's a fact. Moo-Wop knocked Quando after he got shot. Moo-Wop knocked Quando off of him because Quando was trying to grab his chain. That's a fact. It was Louis and Moo-Wop. I agree with you. Because I couldn't believe y'all supposed to be some hard ass old block niggas. And normally all this and that. Y'all supposed to ride, die, slide, get all of that. And it was just Moo-Wop and Louis. I agree with you 100%.
nobody knows who set the play, then who did? Right? right? Who would want him gone? I'll leave that up to y'all.
And it's dirt.
Real
I don't
quick,
care
they
what
got text
nobody
messages
say.
of King Von baby mother Kima stating that Kavon, who was OT at Vonnie, was investing King Von's money into a trucking business. So while everyone thought Von was slow and wasn't doing anything with his money but giving it to the guys or buying jewelry, he was actually trying to invest his money into something to keep money flow for him and his family outside of music. Problem is, the business had been ran and operated by Vonnie and Kayla, and they've been taking the proceeds from it and not giving, I guess, the family any money. She also went on to say that King Von bought.
Oh my God, I forgot about Lil Varney. Wait a minute. Little Varney was stealing from a. Damn, I like Little Varney too. Damn, I forgot Lil Varney's still there, but I don't know if Lil Varney's still in O Block. Oh, this done really messed me up. So in the trucking, Kayla, yeah, I can see that all day on her. Not Lil Varney.
Brand new 18-wheeler trucks that nobody even seen. Balo also exposed messages of him speaking to Kayla about stealing money, and I guess at the time it was supposed to be a secret. But if y'all remember, not too long ago when Balo and Kayla got into it on Twitter, it was exposed that OTF Vonnie cleared out King Von's Chase safety deposit box and stole Von's money. And although it's all allegations of Kayla and Vonnie coming together to take money from Von, it's very believable. I mean, it's clear as day since Von passed away, Kayla suddenly has designer this, designer that, cars now. She got big jewelry now. Since when? Right? Since when? And not to me, people all over Reddit been asking where Vonnie getting money from because of what he's been posting on social media. And I didn't realize it until someone posted his page and pointed out that he was wearing the Louis Vuitton Air Force Ones metallic that's worth like $10,000. So you do the math because some things are adding up. Now, aside from all the stealing allegations when it comes to Vonnie and Kayla B, something else we didn't all know, but it said that the night Von was on the live, the driver that usually drives him around in a bulletproof truck was switched that day to a whole nother new driver that he don't even use. I wonder why. And then Balo proceeded to say that he spoke to the African driver, which was King Von's original driver, and I'm assuming he spilled some information too on why he was switched. Crazy. Now, that's pretty much it, man. It's a lot that's going on. It's
wow. Crazy. Oh, don't tell me I done lost. Yep. I hate this phone. Damn, I hate this phone. Damn, that just got me really thinking. Because all this time I only blame Dirk. But Lil Vonnie wearing $10,000 Louis Vuitton sneakers. Kayla, I knew she had gave up the hard drive and gave it to Dirk. But see, that's blood money, baby. And karma gonna come back so hard. And you never know. Karma might miss you and come at your kids. It might come years later with you being sick. I cannot believe this phone. Yes, I can believe it. Hey, I got to go all the way. I cannot believe that this did this. Hold on, y'all, because I got to bring back the video up. Just give me a second. Karma gonna come for y'all ass for setting up Von like that. Well, we see dirt karma. We see dirt karma. I don't see dirt getting out of that. Just give me a second. I gotta bring this back up. 24, 25. I hate when this phone do that. I'm almost there. Lord have mercy. I should have used my other phone. Because this phone always do this. Just give me a second, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't believe in this phone. I grabbed the wrong phone because it always flipped through my videos. I have everything set up and it'd be messed up. All right, now I got to find. Okay, I'm at the right date. All right, I'm at the right date. All right, let me find. Let me get back to where I was. I remember when my son turned 17 because I'm in Detroit, and we drove to Chicago, and we was gonna drive through Old Block. I don't know why we didn't, but I had rented my son when we drove because Chicago ain't but 4 hours, and I love Chicago. And I rented my son a Maserati for his 17th birthday. We had a ball, and we rented a boat in Chicago. Okay, this is where I was. Okay, I'm back. All right, so.
I'm the type to win a fight and still gonna get my pistol. What else? That's it. Fucking tight. Y'all ain't getting none of that. Only and fuck with niggas. I fuck niggas' sisters. I'm the type to win a fight and still gonna get my pistol.
There was supposed to be some type of message in that. I ain't get it. Okay, so we did that. 25th. And I must have went overtime on work that day for real. Oh, this D Rose who doing 40 years for Vine on the on the murder Vine supposed had done, and D Rose doing 40. That's a friend.
Rose 600 is serving a 40-year sentence for that King Von did. In 2016, D Rose was convicted for the of 14-year-old Benzel, who was a non-affiliate. See, the police never had any evidence, but they still were able to convict him through people coming to court and giving statements. Even the police know he didn't do it. They just want him off the streets because of his reputation. All of D Rose homies know King Von did it, but they don't want to speak up because that would be considered snitching. King Von would even mention in a song that he seen D Rose get 40 years and how it hurt him. Y'all think D Rose should just speak up, or is that still considered snitching? Why D Rose 600 is serving a 40-year sentence for...
Well, I hope, well, shit, whoever left, I hope y'all putting money on his books. Shit. Oh, 27. I hope they still putting money on his books, D Rose. Somebody. Because that's fucked up if he up in there starving. You always supposed to feed the wolves. 70. Dang, I should have all this for this day. I wish I could put this shit in folders. I must not have nothing to do with this thing. 27. Oh, that didn't come on, but that's the wrong date. I say March 29. Bet you it's in my other doggone phone. Let me do this. Circle that. Circle this. Give me a second. Oh, I like
Funniest
this
rap
one.
moments to ever exist, part 4. Like that time King Von was being interviewed about a prison fight, but halfway through he switched gears and started flirting with the female cop instead.
Damn, why didn't he record?
I'm not doing it again.
Sergeant Williamson, October 16, 1733.
It's your third time recording this week.
State your name and ID number.
King Von.
What's your ID number?
Yeah, well, I quit. But you brought me up like
What's your ID number?
2014, 0608, 061. They don't even threaten people.
Tell me what happened on 3B.
You came and got me on my seat.
That's it.
You made me pack my stuff. And you punched me when I was walking out.
Would you like to press charges?
Oh, you?
Would you like to press charges on the person you were fighting?
You don't even want to hit me.
Okay, is that all you have to say?
You're the funniest rap moment.
Von, now Von is a true Leo. He surely, he was a true Leo. Man, I miss him. I miss that boy there. Because even though Leos is something different, they have a sweet side too. They give you nice, lavish gifts when they feel like it. Let's see. What you gotta order? Oh, they gonna get butter 11 years. I ain't even do. Okay, here we go.
All right, Jay Capone, how's it going?
Nothing, man. I've been great, man. How you been, man? It's been a while, man. Back with another one, right?
It's been a while, man.
This
We
take
back with another
Capone. Let
one,
me
man.
see if I can
What's been
skip
going?
to the
He
part.
might not have too much of it up, you know what I'm saying? But anything he do, it probably should be taken down. I ain't gonna even lie to you, Cam. Just to show motherfuckers that you own the shit that you own. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cause I ain't gonna lie, folks. The reason I say he probably need to take his shit down is because they man used to go hard in the paint, folks. Like they man used to say shit make us be. I don't know. It's an unfortunate situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's all alleged. So we don't know what role everybody really played in this shit, but I really can't blame Von for nothing, bro. Von did a lot of good for this shit. Like Von bonded motherfuckers out for bodies and was putting money on lawyers and all of that type of shit don't happen without V Roy, folks. So I know it's easy to be like, damn, blame him for this night, but man, I think V Roy single-handedly brought Drill back. Like man, V Roy did so much good for this shit, bro. I don't really know. It's unfortunate what happened. But blame, I can't pass no blame. I ain't gonna lie.
There was definitely because he was so active, like on the net. He was going live. You know what I'm saying? He would hop in his ops live. Like he dropping a song. You know what I'm saying? Like there was just so much energy created. Negative and all, but it was just so much to talk about when he was here that. I definitely feel when you said that.
Yeah, like that's why I say, bro, like you gotta take the good with the bad with like V Roy though. Like you never go like him, bro. We all understand what type of person he is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I say, bro, we cheered him up and we made the demonic shit his ways, bro. We championed him for that. Like we clapped for that. Like we wanted that. We urged that. You know what I'm saying? We wanted that from him. So we can't then turn around and be like, oh, you gotta blame bro for being how he was. We championed him for that. Even in his days with the money and power and the fame, we championed him for that. We championed him for the person he was, even when he was rich and powerful. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like a motherfucker was trying to change V Roy and he went left that night and broke out of some type of character we was trying to get him in. Like this is literally him. You know what I'm saying? So he went out on his shield. He went out how he came in, and you know it's unfortunate
That's true.
events and things that happened after the word. But I can't blame him, folks. I ain't gonna lie.
I seen you talk about one time, man. You know, you guys were kicking it in your hood, and the cops rolled up, and you know, I think you took off running. But he, you know, can you talk about that?
Man, bro, my first pipe case I caught was because of this Vaughn. Bro, we was outside in the field getting it going, getting active and shit, and the police ended up smacking the block. You know what I'm saying? Because of, you know, shots was fired on the other side and, you know, shit like that. So they ended up sliding on us. And when they pulled up, it was me and V. Roy standing on one side of the street, just only us two. We both got straps, though. Then all the rest of the guys was across the street in a big ass group. Cause you know, back in the day, we used to think we was tricking the police. Like we try to have all the commotion going on the other side, so they don't really pay attention to these two on this side of the street. That's most likely the two with the guns, bro. Like we want to put y'all eyes on all the rest of them over there while we tucked off, strapped on BD. You know what I'm saying? So. When they hit the block, we didn't even run because we was just sure that they was going to smack the side of the street with all 30 of these over there. Man, they must have bit right on our side, jumped the curb. Oh, whoa, hold on. Man, look, imagine, folks, B. Roy, fresh out, he on boot camp probation. He catch a pipe case, he about to go do like 4 straight. He got like boot camp with 4 behind it, folks, like, or 8 behind it or some shit like
wow.
that. So, he about to go do 4 straight if he just surrender. If folks surrendered, they bumped on us, folks. He did this. B. Roy did this, folks. He put his hands up like, damn. Folk got the strap in his back pocket. Me? I'm not, man, look, we just got out here and got active. I ain't just going. I shook it on their ass. I got up out of there, man. Mind you, folks. I shake it. So, they was belling out like they had jumped the curb and was belling out on us and shit. So when they started belling out, I don't know if y'all, this be happening to y'all, bro, but I swear to God, bro, for like a little small second, shit be moving in slow-mo when your adrenaline about to start, bro. I'm telling you, it's like they pulled up on the block fast as hell. When they got to our side of the street to bell out, they had started belling out in slow motion. I swear to God, bro. I'm not lying. That's like I was looking at their ass in the Matrix. So they belling out, and I'm looking at them, and I'm looking at V. Roy. I'm trying to see, is he giving me the, like, what is his voice on? So I'm thinking, like, man, is he running? Is he running? What he on? Oh, these folks doing this. I see his hands go, oh, this nigga giving up. Oh, hell, that's on me. I shake off. Oh, why when because I ended up going to jail for that shit. They ended up bumping me with my pipe. When I got out, folks told me, like, yeah, when they built back in their cars and chased you, I just put my gun under a tire and walked off. Like, oh.
That's Vaughn.
Get my dumb ass chased through the hood and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, folks, we used to, like, when you would see one of your homies getting chased through the block, you used to do shit like shoot a pipe in the air or do something like the police would get off your homie they chasing them and go shoot to what just happened. But I ain't expect him to just shoot a gun at no shit like that. But I don't know why I expected V. Roy to do. I didn't expect them to watch them chase me through the hood. The police chased me for a good 15 minutes through the block by myself. They will not stop chasing me. I swear to God, when I shake it on the police, right? I hopped the gate. They built back in their car. I hopped the gate on Fulton Bridge. So when I hopped the gate, they couldn't chase me no more. They started belting out of their cars. So as I'm running, the pipe is falling down my leg, folks. So I'm trying to, like, reached to stop it from going in my pants, and I turned around. Gee, I swear to God, bro, the police that was behind me, boy, that nigga had me lined up so good I could damn near see the bullet in the chamber. Like, I damn near looked straight down the chamber of that bitch. I turned around and see that nigga had me lined up. I said, oh, hell no. I kept running. I didn't give a fuck that bitch slid down my leg then. Well, you know, I tried to pipe on you. I shook it on their ass on BD. I turned around and had me lined up. I said, oh, hell no. I gotta get away. I gotta get these niggas. I jump another gate, shake it through the hood some more, man. Ended up getting bumped and shit like that. But I was only 16, so I ended up doing like 4 days for that pipe. I was in there and shit for like 4 days. They let me out on house arrest and shit. And then folks, he carried a serious shit like that. He telling me like, man, yeah, folks, when you shook it on their ass, I just took my shit out and put it under a tire, folks, because he ain't had shit but a little 380, some shit like that. So when that shit happened, they scratched off on him, and they chased me through the hood, and he was able to stash his shit on BD. So I basically got him, man. V. Roy ass would have probably, if he'd have went to jail, he wouldn't even been in the field for about 4 years, folks. I actually got folks in that jam, and I did 4 days, so it really wasn't shit at all. I did 4 days, and then 30 days on the band, and I was back out in the field.
I was watching the interview
Wow.
with Big Mike.
Let's take Capone. Let me see if I can do one more. What day was that on? Let me find this last one. Oh, this young Scooter. Oh, I do got one. Wait a second. Oh, that's the. Wait a minute. Okay, this is the last one. 05.
One kiddo explains the real reason why King Von beat up someone for him in jail.
Like I had asked you earlier about the King Von situation. How he end up fighting for you though? Like what was that situation where it was just like I was in there for a month. Y'all don't like each other. And he ended up taking the fade for you, what they called it. How do that come about?
You know, he selling on cheap. Dude, like I already got into it with Dude. And like he got into it with Von too. But like Von's like, no, I got it. I got into it with Dude. I told him like, look, let's do it. Like, come on the stairs. But Von was like, no. He come on the stairs with me. Like, man, no, you come on the stairs with me. Because Von got into it with him too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On cheap. It wasn't no like, oh yeah, I fought for him up because like, yeah, he ain't gonna win or he gonna lose. And it wasn't nothing like that. We both got into it with Dude. You know, you gotta think about it like we playing spades. You know what I mean? Fights I had, like playing spades.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it came about, gang. Like Von, he was in that motherfucker, he was playing spades. We weren't really going to no yard or no gym, but when we did go to the yard, like he was like, yeah, hooping shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
051 kiddo explains the real reason why King Von beat up someone for him in jail.
Wow. All right, like, share, subscribe. It'll be another part because I'm doing Von before I get to Mona Duke and Youngin and Muwap. Let me just make sure it ain't no more on this date. Damn, I miss Von. He my top 5 best rappers. I need to do that YNW Melly. I do. I'm gonna do him. Not today. Yeah, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Can y'all please hit the like button? Oh shit, I got 6 minutes. Let me see. Let me see if I can get to the 7th. Cause we getting closer and closer. Damn, I miss Mona Duke. I like Mona Duke. All right, like, share, subscribe. I'll be back. It'll be a part 3 before I get to Mona Duke.